Hello, everybody. Um, Face. That's what they call me. This is my part two to my previous video. Um, it's what's today? I don't know. June 10th, 9th. I don't know. Something like that. So it's about 5 or 6 months later from my previous video. Um, just to update on the boat like dizzy feeling that I was describing to you guys. Um, let's see. I've done a lot since then, since December. How many months is that? January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, so 6 months. Sorry, I had to count. Um, yeah, I did a couple tests. I actually seen a neurologist. I finally seen an ENT. Been to my doctors numerous times. Um, where I'm at right now is I had about 6 tests. When I see my neurologist, and he basically couldn't find anything. So I mean that's good and that's bad because I'll get to that in a second. Well, he couldn't find anything. So he was chalking it up to, see a psychiatrist. Another thing, I'm sorry, I said psychologist 3 times in that last video. I did not mean to say that. I was having moments, but I hope you knew what I was talking about. But yeah, so seeing the neurologist, as I was saying, he couldn't find anything, no tumors or MS or other brain disorders that could be causing these symptoms that I have. So that's good, sort of. Went to an ENT, seen one ENT, she just like used the same tool that you would go to see your private doctor and get your ears checked, and she said she didn't see anything and she sent me away. I'm like, it has to be something deeper than just doing that. Like, she was like, I didn't see any fluid, so you don't have vertigo, yada, yada, yada. So, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, that's it? That's all you do? So, I asked my doctor, like, can I see another ENT? So I went to see another ENT, which was in April, the end of April. And, he did a couple different more tests, which, I liked because he's actually trying. Even though he didn't see fluid and, all that in my ear, he didn't stop, So he gave me a couple options. He was like, do you have ringing in your ears? I said, yeah, I get that a lot. He was like, okay, so we're going to have you scheduled to go get an inner ear test. Keep in mind, no, inner ear test and a balance rehabilitation. So balance rehab. Haven't done any of that. I'm sorry, and it's June. I've been lazy, I guess. I've been depressed, but I'm getting myself out of that funk right now. I'm trying to anyway. So yeah, I'm still battling the symptoms, but it's not as bad as it was in December, January, February, where I couldn't even like walk for 5 minutes. I can walk around maybe 10, 15 minutes now, but then I would get that feeling to come. I still get the quick drops sometimes, and they're not as bad now. I don't get them as often. But yeah. So I still get them, but they're not as bad. It seems to be when I'm sleepy. I started to notice, since I've had it now for a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months, I'm starting to figure out some things about it. So I did a couple of tests. It's kind of weird how it started from drinking alcohol, and I was like, I basically was sober for a year. So, but I got depressed and I started drinking a little bit. What I realized is drinking alleviates it. Don't know why. Makes it seem as if like it's not there. Not only am I less wobbly and boat-like when I'm, have some drinks in me, I don't have that feeling where I have to sit down or I'm going to pass out or, so that's kind of weird. But the next day after the drinking, the wobbling and the boat sensations are crazy. So I don't advise anyone to go drink to try to make it feel better. My anxiety had got better. I got on a drug called Boost Par. I recently just stopped that like 3 weeks ago because I started getting head rushes, like these weird head rushes. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. And I have to go see my psychiatrist next week so I can start on another drug because I can't do that anymore. So, I'm not as panicky, but I am still highly anxious and overthinking things. And I'm a hypochondriac. I think I'm going to die every second, heart beating fast, and all that stuff. So, basically, this back to what I was saying about how the the neurologist was like, he didn't find anything. That's good, but, I'm not getting any answers, and I'm still unable to live normally because of, like I said, I have a time frame by how long I can be up. I'm getting to a point now where I don't think it's anything fatal because I'm going on 1.5 years. If something fatal, I'd have been fatalized. I'm sorry, but. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be upbeat about it. I'm trying not to talk about it as much anymore. At first, I was complaining every day to my wife. It's like, oh my God, I think I'm dying. And I don't know. It sucks at this point. I'm like just living with it, but I'm not living enough. I'm still not working. I'm still not doing the things that I should be doing as a man. And I tried it. I tried to, fight through it, and it was just tough. I couldn't. So, like I'm getting all these tests, and it's wonderful that I don't have, these life-threatening terminal illnesses or, just something that can be bad, really, really bad. But at the same time, not knowing is killing me too. I'm like, so what's going on? And I still haven't had an MRI. At this point, my primary and the neurologist said I don't need an MRI. They ruled out everything that could be killing you, because that's the only thing they can worry about if it's something that's killing you or something like that. And so I even asked the neurologist, and can I get a CAT scan? He was like, the tests we gave you are 3,000 times better than a CAT scan. Stuff that CAT scans can't show you. And so he was like, you're fine on that part. No need for a CAT scan. And I'm just like, should I go get a CAT scan? Or should I go have my full body MRI? Never had it. Something might pop up, might not. I don't know. But yeah, still battling it. I'm a little more upbeat, but I'm still battling it. I'm in my bathroom right now because my kids are making a lot of noise outside. But hopefully in 6 more months, maybe 5 more months, maybe I have a different story. Maybe it's gone. Maybe I'm working. Maybe I'm normal again, living a normal life. I need to get my beard done. Yeah. So this is for all the fighters. I'm fighting with you still. For a disease that we don't know what it is. I don't know. Might be MDDS. That's what the ENT said. He said he's heard that a lot. But if something changes, I'll make a video sooner than later. So, keep writing me. I've got a lot of replies on my other video about people, and they're feeling they're going through the exact same thing. I'm not happy that you're going through it, but I'm happy that they're people that are relating to what this situation is. So yeah, thanks for listening again, and I'm out. Thanks guys, hope we all get better. See you soon.